Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building a beach house for The Sims 4. Now, this video was supposed to go up yesterday, but I got disrupted with my plans because of the new pack releasing. So this is now going up on Saturday, and I still didn't record a voiceover this entire week, even though I had time to do it. Instead, I built and procrastinated, so now I get to do it at 11 a.m. the day before, and that is not what I like to do because then it stresses me out. But that's perfectly fine because it needs to happen, and I enjoy talking and building, so it's okay. But yeah, as I said, beach house, and it's got an orange and kind of a blue color scheme, but all my houses have a blue color scheme, so that's not new. But it has an orange kind of wood color scheme on the outside and the inside, and I thought it was really cool because I don't ever use that color thing. So I very much so enjoyed building this house, and it's on the island of Windenburg, which I also don't build on a lot. I do think I do like that area because it's pretty, and it's got I don't know, rocky shores, kind of in Brindleton Bay, but it's not full-on beach town like Sulani is, so I do like it. But yeah, today, actually, I was going to talk about this in 4 videos ago, but I didn't. So when I think I talked about this I don't know, a couple videos ago. So I did zoo camp when I was a kid, and I think, I don't know what video it is, I have no clue. But I was talking about how I did zoo camp as a kid, and it was really fun. But I remembered this one event that happened at some point during that time, and I thought it was really funny, so I'm going to share it with you. So one time, I think I was probably 7 or 8, because I remember we were in this class of just children, because that's the age that we were, and we were up on the 2nd floor of a building, which is where our classroom was, which is not a classroom, but we were learning in there, so it's kind of a classroom. But it was up on the 2nd floor of a building where we were just hanging out. I think we had just finished lunch. I think it was mid-afternoon. Well, not mid-afternoon, probably 2, because we ate weird times at that place, but it was fine because none of us cared. But it was probably 1:30-ish, and we heard on the walkie-talkies, because you're at a zoo, so everyone working there has walkie-talkies on them just for I don't know, communication wise. So we heard over the walkie-talkie that someone called a code red emergency over the walkie-talkie, and I know I called this funny, but you'll figure that out later. But we heard a code red, and obviously we didn't know what that meant. But obviously, code red, you're okay, red is bad. That's what you associate that with. And so you're oh, that's not good. And so we all were okay, what happened? And so kids were whispering oh my god, the leopard escaped. And we're all oh god. And so the teacher was stay away from the window, because there was a big window in there, and you could see, and there's steps up to the 2nd floor, obviously, so it could come if it really wanted to. But the dude was keep away from the window, and us being 7, 8-year-old children, of course we don't listen. So obviously everyone went straight to the window and was oh my god, there's something out there. Because at that point we were oh my god, it must be an animal, because it said keep away from the window. It's not the zoo flooded or something, because that's different. So we were something's out there. And anytime you tell a child not to do something, their automatic instinct is to do it. I just don't understand why they said get away from the window. Why didn't they just say come on, let's do some crafts type things? That would have been a smarter idea. However, they were setting us up for a prank, which I think that was probably a good thing to say if that was their intention. However, in a real circumstance, they should have been doing something different, and I don't know if the teacher knew it was a prank, but everyone else knew it was a prank. Not the children and the teachers did not know it was a prank, but literally everyone else at the zoo apparently knew. So we were standing there by the window, and there was just a bunch of silence and a bunch of whispering every so often, and then a couple minutes after this first walkie-talkie communication, you just see this manager with a stuffed animal leopard, carrying it above the ground, pretending it's walking. You know how toddlers do that, how they take it. So it was this life-size leopard stuffed animal that this zookeeper was just walking along the ground and making animal noises, and all of us bursted out laughing, and the teacher literally, I don't think he knew. I think he may have had an idea that it was not real, but it was still he was oh my god, what? And so all of us thought it was hilarious. And so we all started laughing, and the zookeeper was also laughing, like along with the like trying to like make it seem kind of real. He was laughing and making noises down on like the main floor, and it was a good memory. That day was really funny. So pretty good that it wasn't an actual escape. I don't exactly know how, like, it's not that easy to get out of those cages because they've got like 6-inch glass protecting everybody and then like a fence around that too, so it's not like it would come anywhere near us. But like I'm kind of glad that it wasn't a real thing, because I don't think my anxiety would do it, because I had anxiety at that point. I've always had anxiety, so I don't think I was freaking out. I feel like I don't freak out until I full on know what's happening. So at that point I was probably just like, what is happening? And it turned out to be a really funny thing, and everyone like talked about it for the next like 3 weeks. And I don't know if those people still remember it. Like it was probably like 7 years ago, but it was really funny. But it was fun. But I definitely think the teacher was like, oh my god, what if that was real? Because I don't think he knew what to do in the slightest. But that's the end of the story. So I hope you enjoyed my story, but it's almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!